Hello, my name's Michael Keneally and this is the January 2021 Astrology Summary. And a very best wishes to you for 2021. May you have a happy and fulfilling year to come. So this is the brief summary of the planetary movements in January 2021. But there are other add-on parts to this newsletter which go into some of the major energies more deeply. So my summary is that through 2021 there will be a major upheaval in the existing order of things, personally and at the level of nations. We are now at the start of 2021, and I thought it would be good to draw up a list of keywords for the energies of January 2021. But it turned out the list of keywords is not small, because this is a month of big energies, and I mean big. There are challenges, but also there are big possible opportunities. And so I thought it would be helpful to list the keywords I identified as I looked through the energies running in January 2021. Now, you could write a book about each of these keywords. But nevertheless, I feel it's worth it to have the summary and perhaps to check back to it as the month of January progresses. They are big, so here they are. Deal positively with tension. Rise above unease. Don't let the possibility of depression take over. There is and will be the need to combat illusion. There could very well be opportunities for great intuitive breakthroughs. Look out for these. There is great possibility for revolution in how you express your positive energies. There will be a need to amplify and boost our connection to the divine energies of Jupiter and Mars. I'm very big on seeking to contact the divine nature of each planet, which we humans find it difficult to experience. We will need to contact the divine nature of Jupiter because Jupiter is so incredibly weak in energy in January 2021. And we'll also need to contact the divine nature of Mars in January 21 because Mars is so strong. There could well be the need to face your darkness and heal it so as to be able to embrace and receive the light and so as to be able to embody your power. We, all of us, have to recognize the power and supremacy of Saturn now. But let the Saturn values we cultivate be the positive side of the Saturn values. We, all of us, have to cultivate the virtues of Capricorn now, with so many planets in Capricorn in January 2021, not only the vast Saturn-Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, but at times also in this month, Sun, Venus and Mercury as well. understand and cultivate the positives of Capricorn energy. So what a list of keywords, what a month we're coming up. I feel it's worth spelling out the keywords and referring back to them. And I shall certainly do this to make the best of me in this month. And my best wishes to you for this. And indeed get a reading from me. Go to my Star Wheel Astrology buy page to get a reading. So let's look at what I would call the big four. Firstly, due to Kalsarpa Yoga, there will be a divisive, unwelcome, preposterous energy all month. Kalsarpa Yoga is when the planets are to one side of the nodal axis, or occasionally one or two planets are to the other side from all the rest, but a planet to the other side of the nodal axis from all the rest is of course unsupported and bereft. Do have a look at my charts summary page for January 2021. It's 2021 January in my Star Wheel Astrology website. I do a page for every month. And you'll see what I mean. The Western chart display particularly shows up the divisive nature of the planets in this month. Have a look at it. Secondly, there is the great Jupiter-Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Just pause for a moment in this summary. There is actually a standalone add-on video and blog that I'm doing for Jupiter-Saturn-Pluto conjunction. But let's pause and think, how do these combine? What does it mean when Pluto meets Saturn? Pluto, the vastness of our power issues and our hidden power issues. The vastness of our buried material. Saturn negatively blocks and limits. Positively needed structures and strategies, hard work, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. How do Pluto and Saturn combine? So often I've seen them combine in a control freak way, Saturn controlling Pluto, people projecting that and imposing it onto others as well. That's fast in itself. And what will happen within the life area of nations as Saturn structures and bureaucracies and power structures have to face Pluto uprisings, which include healing the darkness and embracing the individual power and light. That is a big keynote for this Saturn-Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. But also, of course, we have Jupiter and Pluto conjoining. Remember what I said about Jupiter having weak dignity, weak strength, weak standing all January, and the need for us each to do vision work and so forth to boost our connection to Jupiter. But Jupiter and Pluto together are huge, explosive, almost like an atomic explosion. At one level, they're plutocracy, and plutocracies will be seeking to take over at this time of change. I'd say particularly in the United States and particularly in the UK and Ireland because of Brexit. Huge things are happening because of Brexit. And so what's left? Well, Jupiter-Saturn is the third combination. Just very briefly think about that. Jupiter is expansion and blessing. Saturn negatively is oppressive structure, blocks to our vision. Positively, it's needed structure, strategy, persistence and so forth. Jupiter and Saturn, in a sense, are enemies. We have to learn to get them to combine. And remember what I said about Jupiter being weak. My goodness. Well, the next one is huge as well. Neptune is square the nodal axis. So Neptune is square the North Node and the South Node. Neptune is square Rahu and Ketu. So January will be a month where Neptune takes on a fated power to its manifestation. And as I go further into this initial summary, I'll be saying what this means. So we will be challenged to identify what is illusion, what is deception, what is unsound. And we will be challenged to identify the positive facets of Neptune, Neptune's vastness of intuition and great inspiration. And it's difficult to unmix the two. And it has a fated importance in our life and in the lives of nations now, because Neptune is square the nodal axis. And the third in the summary is that the summary of the big issues is that Mars conjuncts Uranus this month of January 2021 in Vedic Aries. So Mars rules Aries. Mars can even be dangerous in Aries. So again, there is a need to do work to cultivate connection to the divine nature of Mars and embrace the needed, valuable revolution of Uranus at this time. So that is just the big ones. In part 2 of this January 2021 general summary, I now go on to look at the big ones in a bit more detail and also to tell you about the smaller planetary movements. So please now go to my part 2 video. Thank you.